Welcome to our podcast, Life Eventually.
And we are just two women
Working to figure it out eventually.
I am Dr. Alicia Yvette.
I am Melinda Yvette.
Welcome back. We are here with our fourth episode. Today, we are discussing something that's very, very near and dear to Melinda's heart. Last episode, we discussed genealogy, which is my passion. So, Melinda, why don't you tell us what we're going to be doing today?
Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm so excited. So we're going to be diving into angel readings. What are angel readings? They are the most magical things that will happen to you. No, really. So an angel reading in just is almost like tarot cards. They're actual cards, but they are strictly positivity based. The messages from angels. There's no negativity. This is something that is not going to tell you, Alicia, you're going to die tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Okay, there's
no skull and crossbones.
Like no,
okay,
ma'am.
Good.
No, ma'am.
Yes, because I know that's normally what happens with like a tarot reading. Is sometimes you can get like, oh, you're going to have something bad happen to you soon or a bad omen. And that, I think this is where it's going to be different.
The cards could say things like it's safe for you to be powerful, or you're protected from all types of harm. You can get messages like having hope and faith. So they're very positive in the messages that you can get from this. Definitely, you're not getting negative. While doing this, I learned only about these through my sister-in-law, Ludley. She is like super into this. This is something that she truly loves. She actually got into this because she's very into mystical stuff, the occult, which led her into these angel cards. She thought that it would be something that would be fun for her and enlightening and healing. She's very into those types of things. One of the things that is a goal for her at some point in her life that she would like to achieve is being I hope I'm saying this correctly, a Reiki or Reiki master. She's very into healing and energy. So hopefully she goes ahead and does that because she is phenomenal at this. This is going to be my first time doing an angel reading, which is exciting and stressful all in the same breath. But I'm really excited for you because when they are done to me by my sister-in-law, I have the most enlightening experience. And sometimes I'm super emotional because depending on what the cards comes out, like when my grandmother passed away, I was in so much grief. It was unbearable. And she just out of nowhere was like, I want to read your cards. I'm just going to do them right now. And believe me not, it was amazing. Like they said there was a message from heaven for me to let go of the grief that I was holding on to. Like I was in tears, like severe tears. So it was very connective of what I was going through at that time. And even when I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in my personal life, like a hobby that I wanted to be very into, I was very doubtful. And these cards helped me to really take the plunge in doing something. So I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that you get the type of experience that I get. So what are you excited about based off of so far what I've said?
I'm really excited. I've never done an angel reading, so it'll be a first for both of us. First time you're actually doing one for someone else, and this will be the first time receiving one. I have done like traditional like tarot card readings, but I am looking forward to that, not having that fear that something like negative. You know, sometimes I think if I do a tarot card reading, which I don't do often, but when I do, I always have that fear like they're like you're gonna die tomorrow, and it's kind of nice to know that this is all going to be positive, and I think it goes really well with our affirmations. I think it's just like about positivity and trying to feed ourselves goodness, and I think it's going to be great and really excited. Hopefully one day I'll meet your sister-in-law and we can do one together.
Yes. Yeah, and her experiences with doing the readings have always been positive and uplifting, very healing. If she's going through something, she'll even run the cards on herself. So that's really helped her too. Like, she's been through a rough time, and she did the cards, and the cards showed her, like, you're fine. You're going to make it through this. And sure enough, everything that she was going through, it worked out, like, incredibly, like, a way that you would think it would not have worked out. So
that's awesome.
The cards are just amazing, and she really truly loves doing them to the family. She's never really done it to anybody outside of the family, but she was really excited for you to get this reading. So hopefully I do her justice.
Yes. And maybe if we find out that we're cousins, then that means I'm kind of like a family. And maybe if we find out Dimitri and Cliff are related, then they were their family.
Real family.
Now we're all family.
And now
I'm gonna work my way in.
Then you'll get the real deal reading. Hopefully, like I said, we bang this out. So how this is gonna work is I have the cards in front of me. Something that she explained to me was that these cards have energy that it holds. So for her, these cards, she's already blessed them. She's already like saged them. This is connected to her. So while I'm using them, I am having to basically re-cleanse them so that they can have my energy now. And something that she told me to say while I had these cards with me to cleanse them is to say aloud, I ask to be surrounded, filled, and illuminated with divine white light to cleanse and purify my energy, uplift my vibration, and support me in embodying my highest divine truth and potential, and so it is.
So it is.
Also, while I'm shuffling these cards, I'm going to be also saying to myself, the love of God enfolds me, the light of God surrounds me, the power of God protects me. Wherever I am, God is. And also, another thing that while I'm actually shuffling, before, that is something I'm just going to say prior to the reading. I'm so sorry. So while I'm actually shuffling the cards, I'm going to be asking for messages for you specifically. So I'm going to be saying to myself, I would like any messages for Alicia for her highest divine truth to come forward or come through so I can ask her guardian angels or guides at this time to bring messages for her healing and growth. How does that sound?
Sounds ready to go. I do have a question though. Where would one get cards like these angel cards, and like where do you buy them and know that it's a good source and so forth?
So I asked her that same question because I was curious too. I believe that she's only gotten these off of Amazon, but she definitely did some research on it and making sure that it was something that actually spoke to her. And like I said, she's very in tune with energy. So if the cards did not speak to her, she was not going to buy them. She actually has 5 different decks. One that is for daily messages, one that is for yes or no questions, another one that's just specific angel answers, another one that's for Archangel Oracle cards, and then the one that we're going to be doing today, which is called Messages from Your Angels. So this is the one that she chose for us because I told her, I want you to choose which cards we're going to be using today. And this is one of her personal favorites, and she thinks that this is something that will really give us what we're looking for today. So I'm really excited that it is chosen by the chosen one.
Yes. I really appreciate that background and understanding of what we're getting into. With that, I say, let's get started.
Oh my God, I'm excited. And let's, side note, I am terrible at shuffling these cards because they're like,
they're
you,
big.
You can't see it, but yes, they are massive. Like,
They're almost
definitely
twice the size of like a playing deck of cards. It's kind of like if you took the card and put it sideways and put it on top of each other, it's like 2 cards side by side.
Seriously, and it's like a mini iPad in my hands, and I'm trying to shuffle a bunch of mini iPads.
Yeah, maybe we'll share an image of the deck on our social media, so be tuned for that, so then you can kind of see what we're talking about.
And we'll definitely add the photos of the cards that actually popped out for you, so that people can see, what actually came out and what those photos of the cards look like. So as I'm shuffling the cards, whatever actually pops out of the shuffle is what's meant for you.
I've heard that.
I'm going to be a little bit silent, but we're going to definitely shuffle these. So just give me a minute. I have to think about all of her divine truth and talk to her guardian angels and guides.
It almost looked like that one was gonna pop out.
I know, right? I'm not sure. It's so hard for me. So I'm just gonna.
Yes, I'll give you some focus. I know this isn't easy.
It's really difficult for me. I'm telling you. I'm gonna take this one out.
Yeah, that one popped out. Yep, they really popped.
So on these cards as
That's
well.
That's funny. I'm reading them now. Wow.
Some of these cards too. The cards have like a small. Summary, little description on them, but then there's a book that comes with it. It's a guidebook, and when you look them up, you'll be able to get a bigger understanding of what that card truly means. You'll get like a bigger definition on it. So it's gonna be like, you think this is already like amazing. Once I read you what it says, it's gonna blow your mind.
Nice. So I guess why don't you start by reading the card, and then I'll give like my interpretation of it, and then we'll read the book. I think that's like that's the way I've done cards before in that order, and I think it's good that we like give our own impressions before the book tells us exactly what it means. We can kind of give our own thoughts. So we have 3 so far.
Oh, you saw that one?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think that came up in the audio.
I think I'm gonna just go with one more because I feel like there's something else that needs to be pulled. Oh, actually, I lied. It's 2 more.
Okay. Yeah, those
go.
2 popped out too.
Yeah, let's just go with that. Oh my God, I'm excited.
That's funny. The one on top is Yvonne, and we're Yvette.
I know, right?
Like, so it's probably the only YV name in the whole deck, and that's right on top in pink.
Yes. So, I got goosebumps. I don't know about you, but I feel like, oh my goodness, like something's coming over me. Wow. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, which is really funny because yesterday I had said, I'm like, maybe I'll do 6 cards. And she's like, well, I mean, since you're first, maybe you might just do something small, do 4. And look, 6 cards came out anyway.
6 is my favorite number.
Ah!
That's weird.
Do you see, world? I'm getting, like, the hairs on the back of my neck are definitely
synchronicities.
So our first one says, Yvonne, and on the card, it says, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels.
That does not resonate.
All right. Well,
that not was a fan of
sad.
Animals.
All right. Let's go to the next one. This one says, Layla, spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desire and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective.
Okay.
How do you feel about that one?
My first thought is just definitely, I fully agree. I need some time alone. I do spend a lot of time indoors or working or just sitting at a desk. So I could already see where that would be positive. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I do have a tendency to kind of worry or stress too much. So I think that one's definitely in line. Do
you want to go straight into the book for the bigger meaning for that?
Yeah, let's go into the book and see what it says. What's this one called?
Look that again? One. What was it? The book?
With the card, can I see it?
Oh, it was Layla.
So Layla, it is a pink card, and it has like a little angel on it. And Melinda already read the quote, and there's like this nice sunrise over the clouds and on the sea in the background. It's a pretty card. And then the back is like some angel wings, a moon, and an earth in the sky, a bunch of moons. Really nice cards.
So in the booklet, there's an additional message. So the message reads, your life has been noisy lately, and you need to escape into a place of natural tranquility. It is time for you to be alone in nature, even if it is for just a brief while. You don't need others' permission to take care of your soul in this way. Simply plan your sojourn and then follow through on those plans. Once you are alone in nature, allow your mind to wander wherever it wants to go. Notice your thoughts and feelings and perhaps write them down. After a time, speak aloud or silently to the nature angels that surround you. Ask them to clear your body and aura of any stress that you may have absorbed. Then meditate and pray about your desires and intentions. Prayers are amplified by the power of nature, and you will feel very refreshed when you return home.
I will try that. Honestly, I've actually gotten that card in a tarot reading.
That's awesome.
That I need to, it's called grounding, where you go outside and you actually touch your feet to the ground in order to release stress and negative energy. So clearly that's been coming out for me a lot, is that I hold in a lot. I think my job is highly stressful. And just managing everything I want to do. For me, it doesn't feel like stress all the time because they all are truly things that I really have a passion for, things I love. But sometimes I overload myself and it does stress me out because I'll skip out on normal self-care things in order to like do all these things that make me happy. But it doesn't feed me or, like fulfill me in a full way. And sometimes it gets stressful if it's too much.
All right. Our next card is Athena. It says, "It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself." The additional message in the actual book says, "You have been afraid of your own power. You have worried that others would disapprove of you or leave you if you allowed your true power to shine. You have also been concerned that you might abuse your power and that your masculine energy would become unbalanced. I am here to help you to reveal your power to yourself and others in a way that enhances your relationships, self-esteem, and life purpose. Your power comes from love from God. You who are made in the image and likeness of your Creator have unlimited power within you right now. You aren't capable of abusing your power because your heart chakra has opened like a flower in bloom. Think of a person whom you admire, who is both powerful and balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Such power is beautiful. It also amplifies your spiritual, healing, and psychic gifts. You are a strong and powerful light worker, and God needs you to accept and reveal your power."
Wow. Definitely been told that as well.
That's
In
good.
my reading is I am a light worker, which I know what it is. I've spoken to light workers. I definitely know, I've always known I've been very intuitive. That's actually helped me a lot in science, actually. It's just a lot of it. It's just gut feeling and intuition. Yeah, I won't know if I would say I'm afraid of my power, but I guess it's kind of like how to use it to actually benefit. Like I do, especially in the past like year or so, like definitely I'll have feelings that like, wow, I should reach out to this person. Kind of like how you were feeling like your grandmother passed away and like your sister-in-law was like, let me do a reading. Usually I just talk to people, but I always find out like they're like, wow, I was thinking of you too, or oh my God, I've been going through this and I've just been really down. Like, thanks for calling me. And my intuition's been really spot on when it comes to that lately.
That's awesome.
And I try to like be positive because I wasn't always very positive about things and sometimes just wanted to vent and complain and moan and oh my God, everything's horrible. But definitely in the past couple of years, I've really shifted away from that and really trying to speak life into other people.
All right, let's move on to the next card. It's Teresa. It says on the card, "Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself." Which I can agree.
Yes. As you know, that I've been very hard to track down lately, more than usual.
Yes.
I mean, I know I'm always busy, but I mean, I think lately it's been a little bit excessive. I can vouch for that.
So the additional message in the book says, "Dear one, you've been working very hard. You're very tired now, yet you keep pushing yourself to move more, more, more. I am here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take respite. You have certainly earned it, and you will be more efficient and productive after taking this rest. You give so much to others that at times like this, you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for nurturing, and no one is going to give you that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take a much-needed time out. Take a nap, or go play for a while. Please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will all be met, and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. We will also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work."
Wow. That's a lot. It's hard to want to stop. I really don't want to stop. That's actually my biggest struggle is like, I always want to do more. Always. Like, literally, I'm like trying to find the formula to not sleep so that I like just never have to sleep again. I can just do more all day and all night. Um, I'll definitely listen to that message and think about it. I mean, we're working now, technically, I guess.
Yes.
But I think after, the rest of the day, I'll try to take it easy.
But this is not really work, is it?
No, not
this
work,
is
but
fun work.
yes. But we do a lot of planning and a lot of effort.
Yes.
This is effort.
Definitely.
Yes. Into, this is for our listeners and for us. But for the rest of the day, I will relax.
So our next card is Opal. It says, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels.
I like that. My babies are here
Yes.
on earth, and they are very healthy and happy.
So the additional message says, your worries about your children have been received as prayers here in heaven. We understand your concerns, so we surround the souls and bodies of your children with our loving care. This is the time for you to release your children to God and know that your Creator is their true parent. God is pure love without judgment or anger. He could never abandon you or your children, nor would he want to. As one of your children's guardian angels, I watch over them ceaselessly. I never tire of keeping my watchful eye upon them, for as I gaze upon your children, I see their divine light. I see their true perfection, their goodness, and their innocence. I ask that you see your children through my eyes, which will help their love and light to be fully expressed. I love you, I love your children, and your children love you.
Oh,
That's a really beautiful
that was a good one. Yeah, and I think what the part you said about like seeing them through they're like letting their light out by seeing them how like God sees them. I think that's hard with children sometimes. I'm sure you can agree. Like sometimes you get so frustrated with them and you're just like, oh, and sometimes we need those reminders to kind of view them as, divine beings or, as just innocent children.
Yes. So our last card is Zana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. On the card, it says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. The additional message in the book says, no matter what has happened in your past, your present, and future are now safely protected by angels. I am helping you to heal from past upsets or traumas. I am helping to heal your heart of worry or fear. I am here to help you release any self-sabotaging thoughts or behavior. I am here, in other words, to help you enjoy a renewed sense of safety and peace of mind. The other angels and I stand guard around you, your home, your family, your vehicles, and your workplace. You can rest assured that no lower energies can penetrate our protective field. We only allow the energy of love to enter wherever you or your loved ones reside. All expressions of fear are transmuted back to the field of illusions from whence they came from. God and the angels ask that you relax and enjoy yourself, for your happiness brings a smile to heaven.
I like that. Interesting that, because like, as I said, a lot of my life right now has been work, and it's interesting the book actually mentioned workplace. I feel like that was a little specific. And I don't know what's weird, but when you said your vehicles, like I do feel like close to God in my car. I don't know what it is. Like it's definitely a feeling. Like I'll hear certain songs and I'm like, oh my God, that person. Like I feel like something, happens there. So I think that's really cool. And it sounds like the message is pretty consistent. The 5 cards, like just to kind of take care of myself, which I think I've heard that from almost everybody I know on the earth. Like my grandma tells me almost every day, but it's hard sometimes. I have PTSD from growing up, and one way that manifests is through flashbacks. So I will have a lot of flashbacks. So sometimes like I'll go to bed, and I like will dream about like being 9 or 10 years old and like this really just bad circumstances. And it's like I will wake up and it's like I'm still there. So sometimes I have to wake up and kind of like, oh my God, I own a house. Oh my God, I have a husband. Oh my God, I have kids. It's like literally like all time, like, you know what I mean? Like, or some type of, like,
Yeah.
amnesia. And it's like, I have to realize, oh my God, I have a scientist. It's like a whole job. Like, I'm not that 9-year-old abused child anymore. And it happens more often than I'd like, which I think in a way keeps reminding me, not like, you know, like where I came from, what, you know, like, but I think it is a lot that has to be let go to move forward.
Yeah, and I think the gist of all the cards have basically told you to stand in your truth.
In the
Like,
light,
this
yeah.
is you. This is the you that you created on your
Yeah.
own. And you need to take time to really truly, you know, accept that this is your life now. You built this from the bottom up, that you put in a lot of work, and that you are loved by the family that you have, that you created. I mean, they don't know that, you know, you and Cliff had your moments where you were together and then you weren't. But look it, that's
Yeah.
proof in itself that love found you again. And it was true the first time. We didn't see it because
Yeah.
we were hurt.
Yeah.
We were
Definitely.
going through
Definitely.
things. So now you know that this is truly something that is for you. You have the love of your life. You have that home. You have that doctor. You have whatever, you know, you have it all. And that's why, like, in the previous episodes, I said, you have it all in the bag. And I know it sounded bad, but I'm like, you got a lot of good stuff in that bag. And I think that these cards just told you, stand in that,
Yeah.
that you did this. You have this, and it's beautiful. Let's not think of those past traumas, because what is going on right now is far more beautiful and far more exciting for your future.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, I feel emotional now.
Yes, you guys can't see, but there is a lot of watery eyes.
I'm killing.
Right
I hold
now.
it in. I'm a G.
There's a
Let's
pink
not forget
nose.
who I am.
There's a pink nose and
No.
everything.
But, you know, it's hard to hear all that because I think for me, it's like sometimes I do feel like, oh, especially with my job, I've been having a really hard time lately getting things to work, which everybody's like, you just started, stop rushing. Like, you're not going to get it all so fast, but I want to, so that's what's going to happen. But, you know, it's just, sometimes I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired. Like, I'm going to lose everything I have. Like, it's not permanent. And I'm like, it makes me enjoy it for now, but it's probably not true. And it puts extra stress on me. Like, I want to perform extra good so I don't lose this job or even get a warning and think I'm going to lose my job and have to go back to how things were.
And I think that this is showing you to let go of that negative thought process of, what if I do this wrong? What if I lose this?
Yeah,
Instead,
it's hard.
you need to stand in your strength, that you got this job because you were qualified to pull it off.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't think you were qualified, you know, and I know, and I'm pretty sure everyone else that's listening can hear that you have the potential to do it, to make it happen. So there's so much greatness that I think anybody that's listening can hear that will come from you. So I personally want to tell you, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of the angel reading you gave. I thought it was good. It got me all crying. I was like, it was good. I think that was the feeling you wanted to convey.
Yes,
So
I'm excited. I do want to point out that we did say that it was 6 cards, but we realized that one was severely not connected to her. That could have been my energy, because I do have animals in my life. So
I'm not good with animals. Well, not that I hate them. It's not like I'm like I just don't have like a strong connection to animals right now.
So I think that maybe that my energy kind of came at the end.
Transferred, yeah. And it was funny because it was the first one.
Yeah. So I think, you know,
and I think we
I
could
probably
look at
wasn't.
These probably apply to you too.
I probably wasn't as focused in the beginning because I was trying to explain it and then trying to transfer into having the energy for you. So that was my mistake. Remember, this is my first time. So we have 5 cards that actually pertain to Alicia. And I'm glad that you felt some kind of connection to these cards, and that we even got a little bit of tears out of you. I'm excited about that.
No, that's gonna be the last time on this podcast. It was one little half a droplet.
So I hope that everybody enjoyed that. I hope that, you know, if you're interested, that you look into these things. This particular card deck like again, I said it's called Messages from Your Angels. They're oracle cards, and they're from someone named Doreen Virtue. It's Doreen is the first name. Virtue, Virtue. Like I said, I believe that you can probably just grab these off of Amazon. They're really beautiful cards. Honestly, they
I
really
think
are gorgeous.
I think you should get a deck, and then I can call you and be like, pull me some of them cards.
I know. I mean, they are really great to have. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like they are
That was
beautiful.
that. I feel so like, oh, I could do it.
Yeah, like you just leave feeling enlightened.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and it's all like, things like people have been just, everybody tells you that. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more messages that don't have to do with relax, and maybe some of them
Yeah.
say do more, and
And
I didn't get those.
honestly, maybe because like I said, when she does it for me, it's a different experience every time because I'm in a different space every time. So right now, this is probably the space that you're in, and they're trying to knock the door down and tell you, calm down,
Yes.
relax, just breathe, be in your space, and truly, be one with who you are right now and what you're doing. Maybe in a week or two, once you've tried to implement this cease, ceasefire, it may read out something else and pertain to you in a different light.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
it's really exciting. I love this. I love this for you. This was a great episode. I can't stop smiling. I have a problem.
Yeah, it's so good.
but-
And I hope you tell your sister-in-law, thank you. Really appreciate this. Hopefully I'll be able to
Yes.
meet her one day.
Special thanks to Ludley.
Yes.
Love you, girl. But again, we will go ahead and take a photo of these 5 cards that pertain to Alicia so that you can see what these cards look like. We will definitely make sure to put the deck in the photo so that if you are interested in buying these, you can look into them. Because like I said, I'm not really sure. I mean, Amazon has everything. So I'm pretty sure you can get it there.
Yeah, I would just like to close out. I think, we usually do our affirmations. Maybe we could take from these cards some affirmations. So since you did them last time, I'll go ahead. And so for our Athena card, it says it is safe for you to be powerful. Another card basically says that you've been so busy taking care of everyone else, it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Another affirmation is your children are happy and they are cared for by God and the angels. You are protected, and first and foremost, you are special and you are a wonderful person, and thank you so much for listening. And don't forget that life comes together eventually.